That is rude to Bradman Best, Brent.
That hurt me.
They've now got company.
This is incredible.
Lie with dogs, you get fleas.
Here we go. We're at Edgbaston.
Brisbane will be without Walsh for the next 2 rounds, with the Maroons fullback to also miss State of Origin 3.
Jordan Rapana back on the field now. Back to 13.
Well, they started 1 score down. They still remain 1 score down with Rapana. Oh, penalty, Brisbane!
Yeah, well, it must have come up a Canberra play. Oh, no, they're saying that he was held back.
So Young. Oh, jeez, that's that is ticky-tack.
Barely.
Not that Canberra could... Oh, field goal. Walsh to put him up by 7. Walsh strikes it.
Nailed it.
And never in depth. Reece Walsh with his first field goal. Getting desperate now, the Raiders. 2 scores, less than 5 left. That's not going to go the 10. That needs a bounce. It's getting away.
If I tell you now again what I said out there, I'll get fined, so I'm better off not saying a word. What do you reckon little old ladies are sitting up on their chair going off their head? Frustration. You've had a bad day. Little old ladies are going off their head. You've had a bad day.
What can you do about it?
I can't do nothing. You just got to cop it. But why does it go against us, as it did here 3-4 weeks ago? I just don't understand why it's been us. Well, I do understand. That's what probably the part I can't talk about. But because I'm pissed off, because people aren't doing their jobs properly.
It's getting away.
7 changes to the team. Was that with an eye on the future, or was that just to try and avoid a series whitewash?
Braith, I think primarily it's a side that, you know, we think can win next Wednesday night. So, you know, I guess Bradman Best in the side to make his debut. You could say, you know, there's a couple of spots there that might be an eye on the future, but primarily it's a side that we want to win the game next Wednesday night. We want to avoid a whitewash. Yeah, look, I guess rep footy's tough, Buzz. And we've decided to go another way. I can't tell you any more than that, Buzz. You know, it's rep footy's tough.
But
not
does he
everyone
get an
gets
explanation,
the
Brandy? I think it's really rough that he got 10 minutes out of position in game 1, and he was the Dally M winner so clearly. And he's just
Buzz,
been abandoned there.
Okay. When you're picked in a rep side, Buzz, as a utility, you've got to be ready to play anywhere.
Can you understand that viewpoint that, you know, Matt's had a bad day, Canterbury's had a bad day, and you've just you've gone another path based on basically 1 game? But that's what it feels like. Now, that might be accurate, but that's how it feels.
That is rude to Bradman Best, Brent. That is being rude to Bradman Best. Now, do you think Bradman Best, who was a star as an 18-year-old coming through the pathways, do you think what he's wanted to do all his footballing life was play Origin? And now you're talking about him representing New South Wales on the back of 1 game?
No, I'm saying...
That's being disrespectful to Bradman Best.
That's not what I'm saying.
It is being disrespectful to Bradman Best.
No, I'm not being rude to him at all. He's a good player. But suddenly after that game
Bradman's name has been spoken about for quite some time. But we've gone with Bradman Best. Don't disrespect him by saying it was on the back of 1 game.
She got a bit fiery there.
One of the NRL's brightest young talents is all but signed, sealed and delivered to return to rugby union. According to reports from the Daily Telegraph, 19-year-old Joseph Suaalii is set to sign a $1.6 million deal with Rugby Australia.
Yeah, it's I only really found out about it this morning. I've just heard what their price they paid as well, so I hopefully he'll be shouting some feeds for the boys. He's only gone for 3 years. I think he'll be about 16 when he comes back, so he'll be able to come back to the Roosters hopefully and finish out his rugby league career. 1.6 million could have been spent better on the grassroots of rugby than grabbing old our beautiful young Suwali from the Roosters. My parents were always thought rugby was pretty soft, so yeah, like Peter V'landys said, go over, get that easy money, and then come back to the real sport. Hopefully rugby likes that. A $1.6 million winger from the Roosters isn't going to help you beat the All Blacks.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, and the Cowboys delivered, thumping the Tigers 74 points to 0. The margin is the third largest of all time and the biggest in the NRL era.
They're closing out games, and this was, 74 block. So they definitely closed this one out. It was a walk in the park at the end of the game, or the end of the day, because the Tigers just weren't offering too much in defence. But they kept going on with it. They didn't close up shop. So I suppose that's, if anything, and important for for and against come the end of the year. You're in that top 8 spot.
They're more experienced and a better squad than last year, and they've found their form now. So I think they're going to be
looking a bit scary, aren't
they? A real force coming in now, and they had a few injuries and a few suspensions, and now everyone's back on deck. You see the footy they're playing.
So if we go back 6 weeks ago, the Tigers, Stafford Toa, he scored a try like this and celebrated like this after a 66-18 flogging of the Cowboys. So he did a bit of Triple H stuff, and then here we have Luciano Leilua giving it a bit of that back, and also Tuilagi. Here we go here. Bit of what's doing, bit of Triple H action there.
Remember at Leichhardt Oval when this gentleman had a go at Jonathan Thurston? I was thinking, how was this guy feeling watching the Cowboys put on the Tigers? Have a look at this.
Hey, Thurston, how many times did you want here? Your jinx continues, Thurston! Hey, Thurston! Where's your Queensland spirit there, you dumb prick? It only happens 3 times a year, Thurston! Zipping 12, Thurston! Zipping 12!
I think that was a reaction to some death threats he got on social media. So I think to put it in context, it was a reaction to what people were saying on his social media. So let's not try to blow it out of proportion and say it's just gauged towards a certain type of supporter. It was people on his social media site. I don't do social media, nor do I encourage anyone to do social media. So if you lie with dogs, you get fleas.
But to come out and say to people, like, enjoy your job, you guys are going to work tomorrow, enjoying your job, I think that is so far off. And I think even New South Wales people, when you say things like that, I'm only talking on my own behalf, right? That hurt me, the way that he was speaking to our people in New South Wales. Queensland, mate, you listen to him. The great Billy Slater, Cam, Smitty and JT. Not once do you ever hear them talking about their own legacy or what they've done. They talk about the people of Queensland and what they do for that jumper and why they play and all that sort of stuff. I don't really hear... I hear our blokes saying stuff like that, and that turns me off, mate, to tell you the honest truth.
What, if he's getting death threats, then you either report the death threats or whatever. No,
I hope he doesn't. I hope that's bad. I'm saying that's bad. Get off social media.
That's not the way to
not the way to answer
respond.
it.
It's an immature way. It's irresponsible. It's labelling every New South Wales fan, which
But do you agree with me with the endearment side of it? You have a look at those guys, the way that Billy Slater and that talk in the media now, and I'm going, well, you know what? Oh, no wonder you win it.